right, all right. I think we are live. This is an amazing times we're in. This technology lets me do things from our home, but not to be too dark about it, but it feels like another world war with what's going on with everybody. And hopefully we get through this sooner than later. 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 Are we live? Are we okay? No echo, no delay now? The volume is down?
No.
Okay. So as I was saying, with the technology today, at least we can do some music from our homes. And this is my wife, Suri, and thank God she's here so she can help work things out.
How do we sound?
How do we sound? Somebody can just tell me. Am I coming through? Anybody can tell me? Am I coming through? Oh, it's because you're there, honey. Oh, that's okay. All right. Okay. So anyhow, thank you all for coming to the YouTube channel via Playing for Change, and I welcome you all. And I am proud to know Playing for Change, an amazing organization. And well, anyhow, my name is Lee Oskar. I guess I should say that. And I'm about to do a live show with some backtracks. And for all you folks out there who are watching, I want you to know that all proceeds, there's a little blue button, I believe, that you can press, but all proceeds raised during the streaming will help support the community of Playing for Change. The teachers and the students, it's, you know, we're all affected by the COVID-19. So any support donating while I'm playing, even afterwards, this ongoing, would be very helpful. I do want to say that I have to read some of the stuff because I'm not used to talk and play, but I'm going to talk a little before I play here. If you enter to donate money, you're also entering for a free set of Lee Oskar harmonicas and one limited edition Grandpa Elliott harmonica. When you donate any amount, I don't care if it's a penny or $1 million or whatever. In other words, you're here to enjoy the music, but if you can help support in any way, then you're also eligible to win. I'll show you the harmonicas. There's going to be a major diatonic, a melody maker, a natural minor, and a harmonic minor. I'm going to sign them. There's a Grandpa Elliott harmonica, special limited edition. And you got a soft case you're going to have with it and a quick guide booklet. And I really don't want to talk much more right now. I just want to say thanks again for coming on the show. And we're going to play, the first tune is going to be called So Much Love. So Much in Love. And may you all be in love. And here we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that tune was called So Much in Love. And there's definitely a time where we got to reflect on just what love really means. These world crises right now that we all are in, it's going to be a new normal. It might even be a lot of music that's going to come individually from homes. But I certainly hope we get back out there as musicians together and play. The next tune I'd like to play for you all is called Children of the World. Now, this composition is actually being taught to the children in Diamante, which is a little town in Argentina, where Playing for Change School is one of the schools of the many schools they have around the world. And Martin Schemes is the harmonica teacher who travels from Rosario twice a month, like every 2 weeks, to teach this tune. And yeah, so I'm going to play a thing called Children of the World. That's this tune. And by the way, this harmonica I'm going to be using is a G melody maker. And this was a limited edition that we made when we visited South Africa, because in South Africa, the mode of like something like the major seventh to the minor second, or vice versa, which would be a Dorian scale, is very commonly used in South Africa, or many places around the world, rhythm and blues, and you name it. So this is called Children of the World. Let me just get that queued up here, the backtrack. Here we go. Children of the World. That's happy stuff. So, yeah, let me just give a little bit more of a shout out before I do the next tune. Once again, you can win a set of Lee Oskar harmonicas, assigned by me, and also a limited edition Grandpa Elliott harmonica. And you know who Grandpa Elliott is. He's like one of the icons of playing for change. And the sales from those harmonicas, not the one we're giving away, of course, that's donating money here, but they also for sale on the Playing for Change site. And the proceeds from that is going for Grandpa Elliott. And just remember, the proceeds from anything you donate, press that blue button, is to raise money for Playing for Change so we can keep supporting the schools around the world. And I feel that music is going to save the world. Any arts is going to save the world. Certainly not politicians. It's going to be a better world if we all just, why can't we just all get along, you know? Why can't we be friends? Sometimes they don't speak right, but yet I know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to do this next tune, and this next composition is composed by Hale Brown, my dear friend and colleague.
He's on here.
He's on there, great. Hey, Hale. Hale Brown was the drummer from War and now the Lowrider Band, and I'm proud to say I've known Hale Brown and Howard Scott and my colleagues longer than I've known my wife. You know, it's we go way, way back, and we still live for the music, and we still know each other really well. So this tune is another tune that's going to give you sunshine. It's called A Caribbean Love Song, and I believe that is track 2. Yeah. So here we go. Yes, sir. That was a little sunshine. So let's get a little more bluesy now. And the next tune we're going to do is called Straighten Out That Line. And I got some people I just want to give a shout out to. We got, you know, Bobby Raj. We got Taj Mahal. Got Cap Mo. You got Lance Ellis. Man, there's so many people. David Rotundo. Who can I got? I'm not got a list even here somewhere. Pat Riesel, Larry Klimas, Greg Garrigo, and Michael Pickett. Moses, amazing hip hop beatbox harmonica player. And anyhow, this is To the World called Straighten Out That Line. Okay, and that is number 7. Okay. Here we go. New Orleans, getting funky. New Orleans, getting funky. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Yes, sir. Straighten out that line. That's what we got to do. We got to get this stuff straightened out and make it a better world. So, I'd like to, before I go into the next compositions, I just want to say I'm very happy that you all are here listening. I can feel you. I can't hear you, but I'm seeing a lot of things coming up, shouting hello, and hopefully, if you can, contributing, donating for the cause too, as we need to support the teachers and the kids. We can't let this bad time slow things down to make it a better world. So, Playing for Change, Mark Johnson, Greg Johnson, J. Marie, and Ryan. These are some of the key people that I deal with in Playing for Change. Me and my wife, Sari, we are in love with what they do, and I am so thankful that I can be here to play some music for you all out there, because I'm sure you all feel the same way about Playing for Change. And, oh, my wife's holding something up. It says Playing for Change Foundation. Oh, I've got a whole page up. Okay, just a moment. Oh, yeah. So you can read it, because I'm not very good in talking. So you can read this. And, okay, my wife is telling me I got to repeat after her. If you like to give, push the blue button.
Thank you.
She says thank you. I say thank you too. Thank you. So, this is this evening starts a very special remembrance. This evening, but this is donated. This is contribute. This next compositions I'm going to be playing. The first piece is called A Song from Mom. And I want to give a shout out to my brother Ralph. Happy birthday. This composition I wrote is what Mom, yeah. Okay. This is what Mom probably would want to say. And I love you, Stephanie. I love you, Nate. And my grandkids, Jasmine, Nico, Dia, and again Nathan and Stephanie, Brother Ruff, song from Mom. And now I gotta find it. Got all emotional there, and music is emotion. Yeah.
They like that one.
So that's excuse me. Um, that's a composition that was written after Mom passed, and I could hear her saying this. The next tune I want to share with y'all is another composition that's called Never Forget. Uh, Basically, we must never forget what humanity has done to each other. If we don't forget and we try to make peace for all of us, it must then become a better world. We must never forget. And this is dedicated, again, to my family, to all you people out there. Ken Froelich, Fred Walensky, and all the people who care, which I imagine everybody does. And sooner or later, we'll all find that magic zone where we all can get along. This is called Never Forget. Yeah, and I wish the best for my Aunt Judy, my mom's younger sister, and my cousins, and the whole world. So now I want to take you to what I would call the American blues, and this tune is called "Song for Ray." Let me get it set up here, and that it would be track 6. Okay. Song for Ray. Oh, and don't forget the blue button. Push that and donate whatever you can. We need the support. Playing for Change needs the support. And anybody who donates is eligible to win a set of Lee Oskar monikers. There'll be one winner. And I think we're going to run it up till April the 16th, I believe. Something like that. You can inquire. Contact Playing for Change. Yeah. And so let me move on here and play a tune called Song Foray. I'm going to get funky here now, blues. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was that's the tribute to anybody and everybody, America and the world. So here's a tune, a very special tune that I like to play. I went to South Korea the first time, and I heard this tune they were playing, the symphonies, everybody, and then I found out this tune I'm about to play was composed by a young man who was kind of like the Jim Morrison of South Korea in the 60s or 70s, I don't know exactly when, that died at a young age, kind of rebellious, but then everybody took on this tune. And it's very American in the gospel feel of it, but it's a lovely melody and it's called My Love Beside Me. That's how it will be translated. So this is to my wife, Cerie, and this is to everyone who have somebody beside them, and you know, cherish the love that you have, and be good to each other. I'm going to use a melody maker. Here we go. And that's track number 8. Here we go. Yes, sir. My love beside me. Okay, I guess I should make a couple of announcements, and then I got a couple more tunes to do. So, I guess I just want to say again, if you donate during my show, you will be entered to win this personalized set of the 4 tunings that we make. Where I just put them. Oh, I don't know where to put them. But anyhow, the harmonicas that I just... Oh, here we go. So there's the 4 harmonicas that we will donate. C major diatonic, a G melody major, a G natural minor, and a C harmonic minor. And of course, representing our wonderful friend, Grandpa Elliot. Sorry? Yeah, okay. The Grandpa Elliot harmonica, proceed goes to him. And it's this beautiful apple, yeah, candy apple red harmonica. Beautiful. And yes, okay. So anyhow, that's just a bonus thing. Regardless of whether we had harmonicas to give or not, the important thing is to know that Playing for Change is a wonderful organization that we are partners with and that we really believe in, and they will make a difference in this world based on the children and the teachers around the world and all the music they are embracing. So with all that, I am going to do something that I'm going to give a shout out to all my friends. Now that's part of the lyric in this tune, but I'm going to play instrumental. And this tune I'm going to play instrumental, I want to give a shout out to my colleagues, Hale Brown, Howard Scott, B.B. Dickerson, our late, my big brother, Charles Miller, and Papa D. Allen. Who am I missing here? Again, Lance Ellis. How about Billy Carpenter? Man, I love his playing. And Nancy, Dimitri, you all know who you are. And as Eric Burton said, you can take away our lives, but you can't take away our music.
All our featured artists.
And what's that?
All of our featured artists.
And all our featured artists. Oh my God. Dan Murphy, Brian Collins, Jerome Godbout, Kelly Rocker, Laura Reed, Martin Shemus, Ruben Vansneski. Yeah, man, he just sent me a thing playing So Much in Love, man. Thanks, Ruben. Michael Adler, Randy McQuay, Sophie Reed, Stacy Jones, Snoop Dogg. Yeah, man. I like that guy, man. We met him and we had a good talk. Carly Rosie, and what do we got here? We got Steve White and Bad News Brown. They were with us and they made the transition. Boy, that's a sad thing. Kevin Burt. We got Miriam Asada, and we got Steve Lockwood out there, man, who teaches harmonica. I play, but I don't teach. And he's a featured Lee Oskar harmonica teacher. And once again, a big shout out for Playing for Change and all you folks. I can't hear you, but I can feel the energy. I love the fact that you're all there to support this amazing thing. Thank you. And I'm going to kick it off with this thing now called Lowrider. All right, so now let me just find that cue. Here we go. Yeah, baby. Get funky. It's coming now. Here we go. Lowrider, baby. quiero. This is the KMC music. Playing for change. Yeah, even my granddaughter knows that tune. So I'm going to leave it with a one other tune.
And then a little answer question.
Oh, a little answer question. Okay, so this next
Question answer.
question answer. Okay, so this next tune, before we go to questions and answers, is called Japan Blues. Now, Japan Blues is a cute little thing that represents and dedicated to the world. And it's special thanks to the Mono family who owns the factory Tampo that Lee Oskar is the manufacturer at. And, you know, it's like I said, it's a world war, man. It's like the whole world is in the same crisis. And we'll get through this. Certainly hope everybody that's listening in good health, taking good care of themselves, and reflecting on the things that matters. And as I said before, music is one of the forms of expression that can matter a lot for everybody in this world. So here's a cute little thing called Japan Blues. It's coming. So, I have some things I want to say before I sign out. I want to give a special thanks, first of all, to all our staff. We got Jim McLaughlin, Dimitri, Aaron, Nancy, Christy, and all of the Tampa staff. And I also would like to say a thank you to Playing for Change, and thank you all for coming to check out this invitation. Donate anything you can. It's not even about what I'm playing or not. Just give what you can, but stay healthy, stay safe, and if the world is going to be a better place, may music do that. And my wife is.
We're gonna do it.
Oh, we're going to do question and answer.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
because.
you can hold this up.
Oh,
So
what are we doing here? I'm holding this up, and then what?
we want to be friends. This is how to contact with us.
Okay, we want to be friends, and this is how you contact us. Yes. Without my
And,
wife, this show would not go on. Tell you. Go ahead.
How long have you been playing the harmonica from Maximilian?
Well, it depends on what you mean by playing. Let me just share a real quick thing that I always love to share when I have an opportunity. I love music, and there's a lot of people out there who love music, but are considered musically hopeless. And they're not hopeless. It's just that they physically can't channel something musical to an instrument. But they hear music profoundly deep. And can I put this down for a minute? Thank you. And they hear music profoundly deep. I was a 6-year-old kid in Copenhagen, where I was born and raised. An American came and gave me a harmonica because that was the in thing that summer. And the minute I was breathing on a harmonica, it sounded like I was making music. It was playing me, not me playing it. So it gave me that window opportunity to really, really connect with something that was like so, I can't even explain what it was to my soul. Had I not had a harmonica, that window opportunity, I would have been considered musically hopeless. And I can tell you that I know some people who can play 2, 3 instruments, 10 instruments, 20 instruments, who are musically hopeless because they can physically play through it, but they don't feel it. So music is not about being musically hopeless or not, whether you can play an instrument or not. It's about how you hear and how you feel. And so, to answer the question, 6 years old, I got my first harmonica. Nobody bothered me because I probably wasn't sounding good to anybody else. Had they thought I was sounding good, they would have put me on a violin and piano, and they would have killed the whole magic. So the fact that nobody thought anything important about it, and I was in my own zone, in my own world with the harmonica, it evolved. It became part of me, and now I'm playing harmonica rather than playing me. And it's giving me a whole life, a whole career. And back when I first came to the United States, and I got with Eric Burton and War, and then later with Lowrider Band, and the key to my life has always been doing what I love. And may the whole world find your niche, whether you can make money on it or not, but find your niche so your soul feels good. Another question? Thank you.
Mart Lohman wants to know, what's your favorite war song?
My favorite war tune is whichever one I can have an opportunity to play. But the other side to the answer is, when Charles Miller was alive, he was the saxophone. You know, our sound was always saxophone and harmonica. And when he passed, I had to do the solos with a harmonica, like on World is the Ghetto. And I look forward to it. Every time I was playing World is the Ghetto or Gypsy Man. I loved certain jams that every time we played it's different, and it just feels so good. So any tune I can have a chance to play on, especially with my colleagues, because we jam, it's never a monologue. It's always in the moment, and you got to be in the moment. So whichever tune it is, baby, I'm going to do it.
Somebody wants to know, who wrote Lowrider?
Lowrider was composed by the 7 of us. So we were a band that basically, we couldn't tell each other what to play. We were getting fights. So if you hear like, that was the harmonica line. I made that up. Charles Miller went, and then the band was grooving, playing, Hal Brown, you know, B.B. Dickerson, man, some threw down some cool grooves, Howard Scott, and with all that said, it was a jam that it wasn't even that big when we first released it. Why Can't We Friends, Slipping in Darkness, I mean, some tunes, Cisco Kid, they were huge, but Lowrider became its own thing. I mean, even my granddaughter knows the tune, so it was written by all of us. We shared always writers with everything because we inspired each other and the chemistry of a band. Let me just say one thing here that's very interesting. In the business of things, it's a lot cheaper for someone to use a commercial to say, I want to get sync rights to record Lowrider and use that for a commercial. You've seen a lot of commercials, and they didn't buy just the sync right. They actually got a license to use the master, paid a lot of money for that. And the reason why is because part of our composition is not the melody or the groove. It's the chemistry the way we sounded together as one. If Howard Scott is playing a C chord, it's not a cookie cut. It's not a C and an E and a G note, the cookie cut way. He might play in a certain inversion, but you have to, guitar player have to kind of figure out what's he playing. So that was a sound between all of us, harmonica, sax, guitar. That it was, and that's the chemistry that we always had. That's part of what made us what we are.
Okay. So some of these questions we'll get back to you personally, just to help on time. But Julian is wondering, do you have any hobbies besides playing the harmonicas? And that's the perfect time to...
Well, well, to be honest with you, first of all, I am busy doing what I love doing. And it's a good question because I really don't have a hobby. Maybe the closest is to a hobby, because I haven't made money on it yet, is that I paint. I'm obsessed with painting as much as I am with playing music. I love painting. I love music, whether it's composing, producing. It all comes from the same place through me. And, you know, I guess I could say painting is my hobby because nobody is expecting to buy a painting from me. At least not yet, but I'm as much into painting as I am music, so, yeah.
We've got a lot of questions about
Okay.
your mic, your
Microphone? Equipment?
Equipment. Can you just
Yeah.
briefly go through?
I'll try to make it brief. Microphone is like an ear. It hears. So there are many, many microphones. There's no such thing as one microphone is the right one. Depends on what you're looking for. Me, I like a nice, clean sound, and a mic that hears really cleanly. In other words, the highs, mids, and lows are very even, and it's also very fast. There's a double ribbon, so it responds real fast. It's very clean. That's my choice. And if I want to process something with effect pedals, anything, you want to start with a clean sound, because the most you got is what you start with. You can never add to something. You can only take away to make a difference. So amplification is, I like to use a powered speaker in front of me when I'm playing live. My butt don't have ears. I don't need an amp behind me. That was the old days when the amp was to project out to the audience. Well, we don't need to project out to the audience. They got a sound system, or you can have a little, whatever it is. But I use, if you want to write in, I'll be happy to answer any of those questions to Lee. What is our email address?
Answer desk.
Yeah, answer desk.
LeeOskar.com.
Answer desk at LeeOskar.com. I'd be more than happy to go in more depth about different ways of applying. It's all about applications with equipment.
So the last question that we have time for is from Kristen. How can you play tango on the harmonica? And they're asking for an encore. So do you have something that you could demonstrate that?
Well, I'll demonstrate it, but I may not do the. So, you know, try to make it real quick here. There's the three elements of music. You got rhythm, harmony, and melody. That's part of the choices of what mode or what scales and what chords you use. Is what makes the rhythm or the pocket or the beat move different ways. So when you talk about tango, that's harmonic minor. That'd be like if you use a harmonic minor harmonica and go. you really started, the tango really is like a minor oompa music. Those kind of changes, but the rhythm is. And harmonic minor is a mode or scale that is used all over the world, and it reflects contrasties. I mean, it reflects lots of things cultures have been through that are not very happy. So harmonic minor is a very common scale internationally. I call it international blues. Anything else?
One last shout out to.
Oh yeah. So in our respect for the functioning of Playing for Change. Playing for Change has some partners. We have Audio-Technica and the Corning Gorilla Glass, which I learned is the company that makes the glass, the thin glass that is on your iPhone or iPad or whatever. But anyhow, they're very significant in helping funding also Playing for Change for a good cause, obviously. And again, you all, thank you so much for being here. Again, I can feel your energy. I don't need applause. I don't need to hear you. I can just feel it. And maybe we should do more of this, man. And maybe I'll get good at this and get good at this and start performing shows. It would be amazing. Can stay home and compose and produce and play for all these people out there. Playing for Change, we love you. We love you very much. Mark Johnson, thank you. Anything else? Okay.
Finish it up with one song going out.
Oh, one song going out. Okay, what should we do here? That's a good question. See, I don't have on the CD player. I don't have it anymore. I can't play. Okay, I'll just play a little bit of a blues, something like. Let's do.
And stay in touch. Go
Oh,
ahead.
and Stay in Touch. Yeah. Okay, let's do this.
While you're looking around.
Let's do something like. Okay. All right, I'm ready. One more. All right. Anyhow, I can read it. Join this movement. It says join this movement playingforchange.com. Is that what you want to read? Okay. I'll try to do it now. I'll try to do it now the way I mean it. You got to join this movement for Playing for Change. We've already joined it. Anybody's out there, I'm sure you've joined it because otherwise you wouldn't be watching it. But anyway, it's playingforchange.com. Stay safe and healthy. That's something I really would like to say. And keep playing and support live music. Even if it's one by one in the living room, or I can't wait when my colleagues get together. As a matter of fact, just a shout out, Andy Clutie on drums, you got Denelli Williams on percussion, you got Dean Smith on bass, you got, I said Andrew Clutie, pay attention. What did you say? You lost my track here. Who we got? Who left? Darian Asplund, thank you. And guitar, Maudlin, Alex Maudlin. And then we got Ed Weber on keyboards. I'm sorry, I freeze up when I'm on the camera, but these are guys that play with me as Lee Oskar and friends. They're all out of jobs right now too, you know, and so we're trying to figure something out. I want to make sure that there's some tests we can all check and make sure that we all are clean and safe. And then I want to go into studio with just my colleagues up here, Lee Oskar and friends, and book the studio for a week and just make some music. We can't just sit around and wait for the gigs. It'll come later again, but for right now, we all want to stay safe and healthy, and live music anytime.
Watch for new CDs.
And yeah, honey, what'd you say? CDs? What'd you say?
Watch for your new CD.
Oh, yeah. Well, my wife wants to brag on me. I just finished producing some amazing music. Some pieces I played, like Song for Mom, Never Forget. But also David Rotundo has an album that I'm just finishing up. It's amazing. So anyhow, you can go to Dreams We Share. That's a site, that a label I formed called Dreams We Share, that provides the music if you're interested. But most important, I'm here to talk about playing for change. We love you. Thank you so much.
Keep the
And I'm sorry?
Keep the donations coming.
Oh, keep the donations going. Absolutely. It should be ongoing. We need to help each other. Thank you very much. I hope we'll see you. Bye now. Okay. Can we turn this off? Yeah. See you. Amagios Lee Oskar. Thank you.